Now, I don't know what was going on yesterday. Everybody seems to be tripping about this whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is dying thing. Now, let me kind of set the record straight or just kind of speak my piece on this. Speaking from the standpoint of someone who recently, I feel like I'm the only one who ever came out and just said this. So I feel like when it's talked about in closed door circles and conversations, my name comes up a lot. I decided to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or do for to be more accurate. I decided to do YouTube as a career for a content creator. So you could take my opinion as biased or not, but I have 7 years of professional experience working in analytics and data. So if you don't want to take my opinion on things, it is what it is, but I don't really care. I'm just going to tell you straight up, and I'm going to use some evidence and some facts because what's been going on recently is a lot of people have been running around talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is dying, and either A, they don't understand what dying is, B, they have some sort of bias towards their situation and how they feel about the free-to-play and the meta and everything else, or C, they just don't understand. Now, the reason why I'm saying it in such a way or such terms is because I really want you guys to understand something about hype, and especially about negative hype. Everyone's running around saying that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is dying. That's a dangerous thing. Even to use such things as clickbait is a dangerous thing. I don't even know if I'll use clickbait for that in this video, but it is what it is. I might have used the clickbait to just get you over here to get my point across. But running around saying that the game is dying will make people stop playing this game. Will make people decide not to play anymore. Because when you run around start literally saying the house is on fire, people are going to get the fuck out. So anyway, I want to point out a couple things here. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, as you know, was released in November. By the way, I'm on this website called Steam Charts, and you obviously could have seen this. You've probably been poring over this data as I have been speaking. But as you can see, it came out in November of 2017, and then it says average number of players. It looks like the average number of players since November has just been around this 9,000 number. 9,500, 9,500. Around January last year, or I guess this is just how this information is tabulated, right? And I think I said it when it started. I didn't mean when it started. I meant like this is where this data starts. You got the data starting here in November, December, January. It looks like right in January we got about a 10,000 boost in user. Like it went up to like 10,000. So you got an extra 1,000 points, 1,000 extra users gain, 10% gain. Whoopity damn do. And then you go to February and you go to March and then the last 30 days. Now you might say 1,000 people falling off, man, that's really crazy. 1,500 people falling off, that's absolutely insane. But I want you guys to really think about something, okay? If 1,000 people fall off of this 10,000, I mean, of course, that's a lot of people. But that doesn't mean that the game is literally dying. What that actually means, I want to point something out here. What that actually could mean that there is a problem in the game. There is something that needs to be addressed. And by running around screaming that the game is dying, you're not going to get your problem solved. I know what the problem is. I know why people are disgusted with Duel Links. People are upset right now because they do not feel that they are appreciated by Konami. They don't feel valued and they feel disrespected. This is for you, Konami. Your fan base is actively telling me and other YouTubers that they do not feel appreciated. Yes, this is a mobile game. Yes, there is a different expectation between a mobile game and a $60 full blown out high top profile game. There's a huge difference. But for Konami, again, I want to point this out. You guys have created a game that people do not play casually. You created a game in an environment where people play this game seriously and people invest a lot of time and money. Konami, the time has come for you to stop treating this as some one-off mobile game that means nothing to you. You can see that you lost these 1,000 people in the last month. You know why? Because you know what happened within the last month? KC Cup, new meta, insane power creep. And if you just didn't have the right cards, you couldn't keep up. Everybody's not a Duel Links YouTuber. Everybody doesn't have a ton of money. Most people are running around with 1 or 2 decks, struggling to see how many gems they're going to spend on the next character. Konami, I'm going to tell you flat out what you need. Number 1, you need to put value in these digital purchases. There is 0 value in these cards. The cards mean nothing. If my account is deleted, it's $1,000 plus loss. If anyone's account is deleted, it's $1,000 plus loss. There is no resale value. There's no trade-in value, not even within your own game. So what do you need to do, Konami? You need to implement some sort of system that if I get extras or doubles of anything, I can trade those in for more cards of my choosing. I don't want anything less than either some gems or the specific card I'm targeting. For example, I'm buying new packs and I keep getting mass change. Let's say I got 12 mass change. Konami, cashing in mass change for gold is not fun. That costs me money. I don't want gold so I can get crap from the card trader. Konami, give me gems for those extra cards. But if you don't want to give me gems, give me a specific currency that I can exchange for a fair rate to get a card from a pack. One card, one pack. Let's say, go back to that same example for mass change. I got 12,000 mass change and 0 Ankies. I need to be able to trade in at least a couple of those so I can get 1 Anki. So maybe trade in 3 super rares and you can get you 1 UR. Any 3 SRs, you get you 1 UR. But you already got to meet the limit of 3. Anything, Konami. Something to put some value on these cards. Additionally, you need to implement some sort of trading system so that if I get cards from this new box and somebody needs cards from the old meta, I can trade my new cards for that old meta. What if I want Hey Trunade and I just didn't get lucky and pulled it, but I have, again, 1,000 mass change? Somebody could trade me Hey Trunade for mass change straight up. We're both happy campers. Now we're both buying packs. Pokemon TCG's doing it right. They have a physical card game and a digital implementation that mirrors the physical card game. You can use a digital code or QR code to scan it directly into the game and use the cards from the pack. Now, the pack that you get from the Pokemon, like when you open up a Pokemon pack and you scan in that pack, it is not identical. It is different. It's random. So I could pull a mass change in one pack and I could pull an Anki in my digital pack. That's fantastic. Give us something like that. Put some value on these cards. These cards do not amount to anything. The only thing that these cards are worth is the salt that I collect on ranked PvP. And some people aren't collecting it. Let's go back to this chart. Now, look, you see this chart showing back from November 2017. Looking at this, going across this line, I want to point out to you, this is not showing that the game is dying. What it's showing is that the game had a peak. And it's starting to even out. It's starting to meet a median number. It's starting to reach its average, okay? The average daily users are around 10K. This is something that you look at if you're any type of person that does YouTube content. This is what you should be looking at for your viewership and watch time. You need to be seeing, is this number going up or down? Yes, this number is going down, but this is not death. This is a problem. This is the game being sick. This is an affliction that needs to be cured. But this is not death. And saying death is wrong. The game is not dying. The game has a critical problem and a critical flaw that Konami needs to address. And by attacking each other fruitlessly about this game being dead is foolish. Target your attention to the people who need it. Target your attention to Konami so that they can in turn take that information and make this game better. The problem is that there is no value in these cards. Power creep, yes, is a thing. But because of the power creep, I am forced to purchase pack after pack after pack if I want to stay ahead. There is no way I can stay competitive if power creep comes every month or every 15 days and I have to buy more things. Let me go back to the selection box while I'm ranting. Now I'm ranting. You done pissed off Mr. Puffs. You finished now. Tell him, Mr. Puffs. Tell him about themselves. Tell him. I'm not editing that out. Mr. Puffs, you tell him. Mr. Puffs, hold on. Let me finish my point. I got to hold this man back. He's about to go insane on you right now. You need to bring some value to these cards. You need to make sure that people that are playing this game, that come in November 2017 or they coming in March 2018, that there is value for that player starting and there's value for that player continuing. Because someone like myself only continues to purchase packs because I have a YouTube channel. But if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I've said many times on my channel, I would have had one deck, would have been hazies, and I would have never paid for anything else unless it boosted that deck. Because this is the environment that you are creating. You're not creating an environment in which people want to spend money. You're creating an environment in which people are forced to spend money. You're not getting me to gleefully give you up $10. You're getting me to reluctantly release $10. You want me to gleefully give 10, so I have a friend give another. But if you're going to constantly keep squeezing me because I desire to stay top of the meta, if you're going to keep squeezing me for just one more game because your ranked PvP system is garbage and you don't respect my time enough to put it on a point system, but you put it on a streak system, but you know that the point system is superior, that is why it's in the KC Cup. Come on now. That doesn't make sense. Konami, we are not fools, and we deserve to be treated with respect. This is not a $60 game. However, it Mr. Puffs. Ooh, Mr. Puffs, you better chill out, Mr. Puffs. Ooh, Mr. Puffs. You gotta chill. Hold on. Mr. Puffs, hold him back. Mr. Puffs, come on. Don't kill him. Hold on. Mr. Puffs, chill out. Mr. Puffs, hold it back, boy. Come here, Mr. Puffs. You're gonna have to hold it back. Hold it back, my boy. Hold it back for just one more turn. I'm gonna let you go off in the end phase, all right? In the end phase, okay? Chill out, my boy. Listen, it's a $60 pack. a $60 game. We're talking about, I just purchased God of War 4. It's a $60 game. It's a linear game. There is nothing to experience online. There is one path, beginning to the end. This is an online game with unlimited untapped potential. And you mean to tell me, for the thousands of dollars I spend in Duel Links, and for the $60 I spend here, there's a clear difference in presentation and value, obviously, because one is on PS4 and one is on a mobile phone or PC. However, from the prices you charge and how power creep comes through this game, I'm not telling you to give away gems. I'm not telling you to lower prices. What I'm telling you to do is to create a more customer-friendly, customer-centric, player-focused game. Create the framework so that a player doesn't feel as if they have been taken advantage of. Because I can tell you right now, when I get comments on my videos of people saying, well, I used to play this, then that deck became irrelevant. Now I don't play anything, so I quit. What about all those people who invested in Stealth Attack? Stealth Attack didn't do anything in the KC Cup. Not a thing. It got destroyed. But everybody spent their money on that meta, thinking that that was going to be the next hype deck, and then you drop Sylvans on them out of nowhere. In my turn. Or you drop something on them. I don't know. Something changed. I don't know. But Stealth Attack just ended up being dead in the water because the power creep came out so fast. I I'm saying this one last time, and I don't have anything else to say about this after this. This game is not dying. This game is sick. It needs healing. Konami, provide the healing. Duel Links community, stop with this bickering and arguing about the game being dead or not, because as far as you know, and as far as I know, it's semantics. This information I'm looking at right here is public, but we don't know anything about the internal filings or any of the other numbers internally with Konami. We don't know about the revenue. These are not accurate numbers. These numbers come with a disclaimer at the bottom of the page saying that the numbers might not be right and they're based off of whatever public data that's out there. Konami only knows the truth. But instead of bickering and arguing about this game being dead or not, and instead of bickering and arguing between ourselves and the comment sections about what the game needs, I want to remind you why you were upset in the first place. You got distracted by shiny things. You were disgusted because you felt as if you were being taken advantage of because of power creep, because of all these new metas that are coming out of nowhere, and how expensive the game is. Yu-Gi-Oh! And any TCG is an expensive game. You cannot ask them to lower prices. That's not going to happen. I know that for sure. But what is reasonable to expect from someone who is creating a product for you is genuine customer service and genuine player first policies. And Konami, me buying a pack or buying a bunch of packs for $20 and getting a bunch of the same card and trading that in for gold, which I can't buy anything in the card trader because I have everything. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, I don't mean to sit here and just say that Konami's doing all bad. They're not doing all bad. The reason why I'm upset, or not even upset, the reason why I even sound like I have a bit of an attitude is because I'm sick and tired of hearing this whole Duel Links is dead thing, because saying stuff like that is toxic to the community. Saying stuff like that does hurt your favorite YouTuber, does hurt your favorite whoever. Those things hurt them. Those things does damage to them. Those things does not do any damage to Konami, because Konami's still going to make their money, and at the end of the day, they're going to pack up and leave when they're done. But when people run around screaming out false narratives about the game being dead, flat out dead, people said it was flat out dead yesterday. Now people are starting to say it's not dead, it's dying, because they found out they were fucking wrong. And I'm going to prove you wrong again. The game ain't dead. The game ain't dying. The game seems to be peaking off from the beginning of the year. It had a big surge in the beginning, and it had a big surge. Now it's starting to meet an average. But again, this does not show why didn't it keep surging? Why didn't it stay at the surge number and keep going straight? Because right here, the rose-colored glasses start to come off around the end of the month. You see they got real hype December. The rose-colored glasses start coming off. 2,000 people left. And as they continue to play, the meta's changing, power creep, getting tilted, getting disgusted. You know what? I don't feel respected anymore. There's no value in these cards. I spent like $500 now, and the deck that I paid for on December 31st is not as good as it was in April. I wonder if I can just trade that deck in. I wonder if I can take the See Stuff Attack URs and trade those in directly for new cards out of this new box. I wonder if I could do that. You can't. That's the point. These cards mean nothing. They have no value. In the TCG, I can go trade, I can sell. That's why people still play. This is all money. Konami, do something about it. Fix it. I love this game. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami has been making questionable decisions for lots of things. But Konami, please, for the sake of your wallet, fix it. Because you can make all the money you want on December 31st. But if the rose-colored glasses come off and August comes and nothing has changed, then the game will be dying. If we go below this little median mark to a dramatic rate, like we hit 5,000 users a day, we hit 3,000, 2,000 users a day, rest in peace. I'll go ahead and banish those players and special summon in the new game. I'll special summon new content to the channel because I'll have to, because the game truly will be dying. But that's all I got to say about that. To be 100% real with you, I care a lot if the game stays alive. But if Konami's not going to treat us as a fan base right, or they're not going to treat us as a customer base like we deserve to be treated, because I'm not asking for a handout. What I'm asking for is Konami to recognize me paying all the money from the beginning to the end. What I want Konami to recognize is me as a new player coming in. Why can't I buy a structure deck that's based off the last meta? Look, this is me just spitballing. I'm gonna just go back to Cyber Angels, for example. Cyber Angels was one of the most powerful metas that we have had. Why is there no structure deck Cyber Angel right now, Konami, that I can buy for $4 that has all the Cyber Angel cards in it? Why is there no deck like that? One Senju, one Sonic Bird, everything else. Why is there no deck like that? I spend $20. You know why somebody would spend $20 on something like that? Because they wouldn't have to farm and they don't got to spend time. So put some more options in here. Konami, if you don't get anything from what I said, get this. Respect my time, respect my money, and please respect your own game.